Hello, Divine Feminine, and welcome to your Power Message for Thursday. So before I do the book today, I thought it would be really exciting to bring in some cards that may bring up some triggers or fears or things you need to heal before union, and then bring in some divine guidance about how to heal them for union, because we're moving closer and closer every day. You know, every day you guys are getting closer to union, and it's so exciting because, you know, over the last few days, I received my first ever official invitation to a twin flame wedding. You know, one of our soul sisters has come into union and they're getting married at the end of this month. And unfortunately, because of where it is, you know, I can't get there because it's short notice. But it's the fact that she shared that blessing with us all. You know, so this is powerful. This is the first time I've received an official wedding invitation. Obviously, people have invited me before and told me about the weddings, but this is the first time the angels have guided me to share this, because this is a sign of things to come. Commitment, marriages, the future, coming into union, coming together, it's exciting. So when things come up that trigger us, we need to heal them, ready for union, ready for commitment, ready for communication, ready to wipe the slate clean. And that's really what this new year is. It's an opportunity to begin again. So I'm going to bring in the Divine Feminine 101. This is a beautiful deck. And, you know, the fact that, you know, the feminine here is wearing this dress that looks very wedding-y. I just love that. And we've got the Divine Feminine, the silence, which is about what you feel during the silent times, the stillness, the separation, what you may be connecting with the universe about, or what questions you may be asking. And to deal with these decks, okay, to deal with these, you know, potential triggers or challenges or fears, we're going to bring in the Divine Feminine Message Tarot and the Divine Feminine Power Messages. So this is really going to be a feminine reading, and then we're going to bring in the book to see what the clarifier or the clarity is. So thank you, angels. What do we need to know? What do we need to know? So I'm going to do that one first because that jumped out on its own, and these are extras. Look at this. Love it. Same again here. Okay, and what do we need to know? One card there. And what do we need to know? What guidance can we receive, please, about these other cards? You know, and there's not just trigger cards and fears in these two decks. You know, there's also empowerment messages and the way you're overcoming things. So let's see what you need to know. So the first card is, wow, you have made me stronger than I ever thought I could be. You have made me stronger. So that's why this card came out by itself, because no matter what happens, no matter what challenges come up or what you get triggered by or what goes on, you know that this journey and your twin and this whole connection of being a twin flame, this whole relationship, it's made you stronger than you ever thought you could be. All you have to do to know that is look back. Look back at where you were and how you are now. Who you were and who you are now. How far you've come. Give yourself credit today for how far you've come, because this whole journey has made you stronger. And you're saying to the universe, you have made me stronger than I've ever thought I could be. Why? Because the universe has got your back. You know, when I look at this card, I connect with the angels because the angels have made me stronger. My connection with God and Source has made me stronger than I ever thought I could be. So really this is about recognizing the power within you. This is you looking in the mirror and saying to yourself, you have made me stronger than I ever thought I could be. Because we may be thinking that about our twin. We may be thinking, you've made me stronger than I've ever thought I could be, because you're the one that's helped me to grow and triggered me and done all these things and shown me love. But you and your twin are one. So really what this card is, and I've got angel bumps just thinking about it, it's about you being proud of you, Divine Feminine, and knowing that you're the one, nobody else. People have helped you and guided you and directed you, and your angels have been around you, and you may have been guided, but you're the one that's made this happen. You're the one. You have made me stronger than I ever thought I could be. So give yourself credit for that today and be proud of yourself. Look in the mirror and shine and say, wow, I'm so strong. I did that. Give your inner child a big hug today because you've done it together. Oh, look at this. 2 separate decks, same message. I feel stronger now. I feel stronger now. And that means you've won. Because the word now backwards says won. You've won because you're stronger now. Isn't that a powerful message? So it doesn't matter what these other cards are. You know that you're stronger now than you've ever been. You know that you can handle it. Why? Because God would not give you anything that you can't handle. So let's see if there's some triggers here. I want you so bad, I crave you. I crave you, Divine Masculine, because I want you so bad in all ways. I want you here with me so we can live our lives. I crave that. I want you in a sexy way. I've never wanted or desired anyone so much. I want you because I love you and I crave you. And that's hard. That's the achy feeling. You ache for each other. They ache for you. You ache for them. You're aching for them. You may be aching for them today. So whatever you crave from them today, give it to yourself. Give it to yourself, whatever that may be, because that is how you gain strength. Just let me in. Just let me in. So this is hard when they've shut down. They're ghosting you, blocking you, ignoring you, or they're not around, and you're saying, just let me into your heart. If you feel it, they're so close to opening up, but there's just that one thing they can't seem to say or express, and you're saying, just let me in. Just let me in. And remember, you're learning to be strong and to have patience and faith and to trust that He'll let you in at the right time, and it will be wonderful and magical. You complete me. So you're saying to your masculine, you complete me. Why? Because they're already in you. You don't need to be in a relationship with them to feel complete. You are already in a relationship with them because they live in you and you live in them. You are one. You are one. You are already whole. You are already complete. And this is something you're realizing. Choose happiness today. Feel complete today. Make that a decision today. It's destiny. So you're saying it's destiny that we are together. It's destiny. The universe has conspired to make this happen. Everything is aligned. Everything is written in the stars. It's as it's meant to be. So you understand there's something much bigger than you controlling things, and there's something bigger going on. So you know there's a divine reason you've come. And you're saying, I hate being jealous. I hate that. So you know that does not serve you. Jealousy is a negative emotion. It's a lower vibrational energy. It doesn't serve. I've been there. That was my big one that I had to heal on my journey. And that came from a deep core childhood wound of not being good enough. Kind of being in the shadow of my sister's light and, always fighting for attention. My mum and dad being busy, and me just kind of making my own way. Making my own invisible friends. I'm on about real, as a child here. I've got invisible friends as angels, you may say. But, this is about going back to how things used to be. And then that kind of went forward with me into my younger life. At school, I was always wanting friendships and feeling like I wasn't enough, or, everyone, it's like nothing was ever enough. Without going into, because I don't need to, your own story. We all have our own story of how things were. We've all grown up in strange environments. We've all got stories of abuse or alcoholism or, not being enough or whatever we went through, abandonment issues. We all went through those things. And those things happen to grow us and make us stronger. Everything is a lesson. Everything is to grow our soul. But the point is, when you get jealous, you don't like that energy. You don't like being that person that gets jealous. And you know that that's not you. You also know that you are amazing and special and unique and nobody does compare to you. You know that. You knew that when you were born. But then society may have programmed different things in your mind that made you question that. So you don't need to be jealous of anyone. You don't need to compare yourself to anyone. Because you are perfect and special just as you are. And for your twin flame, you are it. You are it. And, think about Cinderella. Cinderella was it for Prince Charming. Prince Charming knew that he had to have her because she was the only one who fit that shoe. And it's the same for your masculine. You may try on other shoes. You may be around people who try on other shoes, but nothing's going to fit your shoe because you fit your shoe. And you are special. So you don't need to be jealous. So you're saying, I hate being jealous. So this is when they seem to be spending time with everyone else, but not you. And it's about realizing that sometimes they do that to, they may be testing you to see if you care. So they may want you to be jealous if there's triggers there, because maybe they are worried that you're moving on. But most of the time it's an innocent thing. They may have a photo taken with someone, or they may just be out and about doing something, and they're not actually thinking about anything but you. They're actually thinking about you, but you get distracted by ego. Ego trying to edge all the love out, all the goodness out, saying something's wrong, or they care about someone more than you, and it's never true. Even when there's a karmic partner involved, because it's never a choice between you and someone else. It's always the masculine needing to choose themselves. So there's no need to be jealous. And the fact that you're saying, I hate being jealous, is your own higher self saying there's something wrong there. Jealousy operates from a form of hate, and hate comes from fear, and fear comes from the ego. And that's something I can heal. Stop overthinking. So we get jealous when we overthink. We worry when we overthink. So this is actually you communicating with the universe and the angels and your higher self. And your higher self saying, stop overthinking. Stop going over it. Come on, Liz, get your act together. Stop it. Hello? Stop overthinking. You don't need to. You don't need to. When we overthink, what do? We go over things. We get jealous. We also want the masculines, and we think there's something wrong. We go over these things. We can also overthink in a good way. We can overthink in a good way because we can think about the good things, like destiny, fate, repetition, as in affirmations, gratitude. Those are the good ways to overthink. But if you're overthinking in a negative way, or you're stressing over something, stop and take a moment to remember how far you've come and how strong you are and who you are. So the messages from the angels today is, have compassion for your twin. So the quickest way to stop overthinking or stop being jealous or worrying about things is to actually have compassion for where they are and how far they've come and what they've done. When you have compassion, it makes you strong because you realise that all is well. What matters is what you think. So remember, it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks about your journey, what you're doing. It matters what you think and what you feel and what you know. And you're coming up as the Queen of Pentacles to remind you that you are strong and independent and self-assured. So I love this because the messages, are power messages really, because yes, you're craving them, but that isn't a bad thing. It's only a bad thing when we overthink it. When we stress, we get jealous. We think, you just let me in. Why aren't you letting me in? Is it something I'm doing wrong? And we make it about me. Instead of thinking, okay, I'm going to have compassion for my twin. Why isn't he here? What is he dealing with? How is he feeling? Maybe he wants to let me in, but he can't right now because of his own situation or fear. Everything here is making me strong, stronger than I ever thought I could be. And I feel stronger now in this moment. I am strong in this moment. I am strong, independent, and self-assured. And the Queen of Pentacles is someone who knows who they are. And you know who you are, Divine Feminine. So it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. What matters is absolutely what you think. Remember your power. I am strong, independent, and self-assured. And that's a really powerful affirmation. Okay? I'm stronger now than I ever thought I could be. That's a powerful affirmation. It's destiny. We belong together. Everything is working out beautifully. That's an affirmation that brings in power. So let's bring in today the daily guidance from your angels. So what do we need to know today? Okay. Oh, wow. Let me just put this over here. Remember, I only look with you guys as well because it's exciting. So it says, say loving words to yourself. Now, I love this because, the number 19 as well, and it's the 19th, is about new beginnings in a spiritual way. So we can bring in new spiritual practices today that's going to help our tomorrow. So by saying loving words to ourselves and being good to ourselves, we can enhance our life and our day. So loving words are, I feel stronger now. It's destiny. I hate being jealous because you're affirming that you don't want that anymore. I feel complete. I feel complete. I know that all I need to do is just stop overthinking because I want them. It's okay to want them. I know that's okay. I am stronger now. I am super independent, strong, and self-assured. So this is the way that you can build yourself up. So if you're thinking today, oh, I want you so bad, I crave you, I'm jealous, I hate being jealous, you can say, but I know that we're meant to be. I know that we are one. I know that we are perfect for each other. And that starts lifting your energy up to a higher vibration. The words that you use to describe yourself deeply affect your sense of self-love and self-worth. So forgive yourself for any way that you may have hurt yourself, whether it's through words or actions or not being true to yourself or not being good to yourself, or, it's like you'd say if you do something, if you drop something on the floor, oh, you fool, you say it in your mind, or you stupid thing, and we say things to ourselves, and, instead of doing that, say, oh, it's okay. Think about the part of you that may drop something as a child. You wouldn't say, oh, you stupid thing. You'd say it's okay. Because you'd see the tears in that little child's eyes that they've made a mistake. And you don't make mistakes, you learn from lessons. So be kind to yourself. When you catch yourself thinking negative thoughts, say if you look in the mirror and you think, oh, you don't look good in that top, or, you've put weight on, or if you're being nasty to yourself in that way, observe the thought and forgive it. And think, hang on, I look good anyway. I feel good anyway. I may have put a little bit of weight on. It's Christmas time. May have eaten a bit too much chocolate. It's fine. I know I'm safe and loved, and I know I'm going to lose that weight. I know I'm going to feel good in this top. I know I'm good in this top. I know I look good in this top. So you're changing your thinking through that rampage of appreciation that brings in momentum. So I know that I haven't achieve what I want to achieve, but I know I'm going to achieve it. I know I'm going to do it. I'm confident enough to do it. I'm strong enough to do it. I'm ready to do it. So see how you change the momentum. So speak loving words to yourself. These include what you think, say, write, and even joke about yourself. And if you heard that, people say, I'm only joking. I'm only joking, but there's a little bit of truth hidden in there. So we have to watch what we are thinking and saying. Remember, a great way to do it is when you imagine yourself as that little child, you're not going to want to hurt her or hurt him. You're going to want to love him or her and be kind and gentle. You're in a caretaker role with regards to yourself. And that's because we reparent ourselves. We are the adult and the child. We are the higher self and the ego. So we have the opportunity to build and heal. Much like a mother or father raising a baby, you have responsibilities and obligations to your own self. Your self-parenting duties include speaking lovingly and gently to and about yourself, just as you would to your own infant. Today, use only beautiful terminology to describe you. This doesn't mean that you're boastful, you're simply reflecting your divine nature. When you use beautiful words, you speak the truth. This elevates you to the highest energy possible, where miracles and instant manifestations occur. Isn't that powerful? So say to yourself today, I know my truth. I'm beautiful inside and out. That doesn't make you vain. It makes you appreciative of who you are, how far you've come, how strong you are. That you've got through this. Be proud of yourself. Look in the mirror. If you've had a baby and you know that you've worked on your body and you look good, appreciate yourself. That doesn't mean you're vain. It means you appreciate your beautiful body. Your body houses your soul. Your body houses your spirit. So look at it with love today. Look at it with love. Thank you. Thank you for being amazing. Thank you. It doesn't matter if you're carrying a little bit more weight or something isn't right on you. You feel like you want to change something. You are beautiful inside and out. And the more you tell yourself that, the more you're going to feel it. And it's the feeling that makes changes. Your body is always listening to you. Your body is listening to you. When I decided to stop colouring my own hair, because the reason I wear a wig is because if you go over to my other wig channel, Wigs with Liz, I explain why. There's a big introduction video about it. But I'm going through perimenopause myself. So my body is going through changes. And I don't want to put toxins on my hair. I don't want to colour my hair anymore. but I still want to feel like me. I still want to feel feminine. So I've chosen to wear a wig. And because of that, it's given me the confidence to be able to cut all my hair off very, very short, to grow it back naturally, which is what I'm doing right now. And it feels good to be able to be growing it back naturally. And when I'm not working, when I'm not on the channel, when I'm not going out, I'm happy being me without a wig. But I also like to wear a wig to remind myself of how I used to be with my own hair at my greatest moments, and I like to feel feminine, and I like a piece of this pie in a way, and I've chosen that. And that helps me to feel good. So the energy is, if you feel good doing something, who cares, first of all, what people think? Nurture yourself. But when I first cut my hair off, I asked my own hair if it was okay with that, because my hair has feelings. And when I was wearing a wig, my hair was saying, why don't you want me anymore? And I was saying, I'm giving you a natural break. I'm allowing you to breathe. I want you to do what you want to do. And my hair thanked me. It's like when I gave up smoking cigarettes years ago. I said sorry to my lungs for putting them through that every day. And my lungs thanked me. When I stopped drinking alcohol, my liver thanked me because I apologised to it. So be kind and loving to yourself. Be gentle with yourself. Speak to your body, because you deserve your love more than anyone else. So use this thought for today. I think of myself in loving terms, like a baby or a child, and I speak very kindly and highly about myself. I value my own divinity, my light, and I live up to my true potential, the person you came here to be. I enjoy the feelings of peace that come from honouring and respecting myself. And you'll feel that way. You'll feel at peace with things. You'll feel free. You'll feel ready to begin again, because that's who you are. So say loving words to yourself today, like, I am strong. I am strong, independent, and self-assured. I am a lot stronger now than I was before. I know who I am. I feel complete, special, because I am kind and I am gentle and generous. So be good to yourself today, and the universe will be good to you. I hope this helps. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.